Alrighty, is everything good? Do I even know how to record a video anymore? Oh my goodness, it's been a while. Hello and welcome to our corner of the internet. My name is Mario Ghost and today we are reviewing the Aer City Pack Pro. So let's get right into it. First off, let's go ahead and go through the pockets so you can get a feel for the layout of this bag. Alrighty, so starting with the outside, you've got this front slip pocket right here. It's kind of like an external access pocket. In here I just have a tote bag that's folded up. I've got my mouse that's in a case, and that's all that I've got in here. It's a pretty good sized pocket that has a little bit of dimension in it, so it's not too tight. Continuing on with the external accessy kind of stuff, we've got this admin pocket right here. Let me see if I can show you guys. We've got this admin pocket right here, and pretty much it's got like this one pocket with a little bit of mesh right here. It's got this slip pocket, and then there's some dimension where you can kind of just stuff anything in there, right? Like that. So that's going to be the admin pocket. On the side here, right there, you're going to have a another pocket. In here I just keep some screen cleaning solution and a microfiber cloth. And on this side, you've got your water bottle pocket that's got some elastic to kind of help it stay closed when it's not in use. For me, that's not really that big of a deal. I don't mind if the water bottle pocket is sticking out a little bit, but it's there if you need it. This is a, let's see, this is an 18-ounce bottle, so not too big, but it should fit like a pretty decently sized water bottle anyways, because it has that elastic to stretch a little bit. So we're going to continue to go with the outside of the bag. You've got your quick access pocket in here. I've just got some gum, some hand lotion, and some chapstick in there. It does have like a very soft side, or it's very soft on the inside. So if you want to keep your phone in here, you can, and it won't scratch it up at all. And of course, you've got your padded and suspended laptop compartment in here, which I don't have my laptop in here right now because I'm using it to reference my notes. But you've got your padded and suspended laptop compartment. On one side, it is going to have like a very soft material so it doesn't scratch up your laptop. And there's going to be another slip pocket here, which you could probably put a some sort of, let's say, tablet or something like that. Alrighty, moving to the inside of the bag. So this is going to have a clamshell opening, so it kind of opens all the way like so. So this front pocket, it's going to be a little bit hard to show you guys, but in this front pocket, you've got a little bit of mesh, so it's a little, you can see inside of it a little bit, but it's a little hard to see inside, I will say that. And then this part doesn't have any mesh, it's just a regular pocket here, where I store just some extra pouches with things inside of them. In here, you've just got a big opening because it's going to be a clamshell style bag. And on the back of here, you do have like a slip pocket. Let me see if I can show you guys. So on the back, you have a slip pocket where I kind of keep like a folder right there. And as you can see, the pocket that's on the side here and the water bottle pocket do eat up into the main capacity a little bit, but it hasn't been too much of an issue for me. Okay, so with that out of the way, now that you kind of know the context of this bag and kind of the pocket layout, let's go ahead and talk about some of the features and specs. So on this bag, you're going to have 24 liters of capacity. You're going to have 1680D ballistic nylon that's blue sign approved. You're going to have YKK zippers, Duraflex plastic hardware, a lay flat clamshell opening, a padded and suspended laptop compartment, an exterior water bottle pocket, a hidden AirTag pocket, a luggage pass-through, and a sternum strap. Real quick guys, if you're enjoying this video so far, I would appreciate it if you gave it a like, and if you're really loving it, then maybe consider subscribing. Alright, back to the video. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into what I like about this bag. And one of the main things is actually going to be the laptop compartment. So the reason why I like the laptop compartment so much on this pack is because it's super easy to slide the laptop in and out. I think part of this is due to the material. As I mentioned earlier, there's going to be that that soft kind of like felt like material that makes it easy to kind of drop in the laptop and take it out as well. So usually what I do is I kind of slide the laptop in like halfway and then I just drop it. And I also feel good about doing that because this is going to be a suspended bag, or suspended laptop compartment. So I don't feel bad about my laptop hitting the ground because there's going to be a buffer between the floor and my laptop, of course. So what that suspension also allows me to do is it allows me to place the bag on the floor, on concrete or something like that, without feeling bad about my laptop or without worrying about my laptop. So honestly, it's a really solid laptop compartment simply because it's just so easy to put my laptop in, take it out, it feels safe, and I feel like I can drop it on the ground without worrying about my laptop being damaged. So moving on to the grab handle. The grab handle is probably the best that I've used in any bag, I really think, honestly. So the reason why I say that is because it feels like this firm memory foam type of material. And it's super easy to grab. I feel like I have like a solid, positive grasp on it. And so it's easy for me to ruck around with. It's also got like this lining that's made out of this like seatbelt type of nylon feel. So it's super comfortable to hold. I feel like I have a super positive grip on this and it's easy for me to kind of grab and ruck around with. So this is probably one of the best grab handles I've ever used. It's really thick and burly and it fills up my hand really well. So I like it a lot. Moving on to the admin compartment, I really like the admin compartment because it has a little bit of dimension. And as you can see, you might have seen earlier, I just dropped this whole entire pouch into the front of the admin compartment because there's that dimension that's there. And it kind of allows for some flexibility, so I don't always have to use their organization that they put in there. Although the organization is good, could be better. I think I'll talk about that and what I don't like about the bag. But the organization in the admin compartment specifically, I don't have to necessarily use that because they have this dimension that's built in and I can just use my pouch and throw that in there. So I really like how the admin compartment has that built-in dimension. So the water bottle pocket I actually really like a lot. And the reason why I like it is because it's just so easy to put the water bottle in and to take it out. Super easy. It's got this elastic so it can stretch to accommodate a larger water bottle, but it'll also kind of lay flat when not in use as well. There is going to be only one water bottle pocket on this bag, but that's not a problem for me. That might be a problem for you. Let's say like if you carry an umbrella in one bag, or an umbrella in one pocket and a water bottle in another pocket. Or let's say you have kids, or you're hanging out with a friend or a partner and you're carrying their water bottle as well. Just keep in mind that this only has one water bottle pocket. Another thing that I want to mention is that the pull tabs for the zippers feel really nice, and I'll probably have to get a close-up of it or something like that, but they're made of this like really thick and burly plastic, and they complement the overall look of the bag really well. They could have used basic zipper pulls, like some sort of like paracord or just something super simple, but like these just feel very like proprietary, and it feels like they really went out of their way to kind of solidify the branding with those zipper pulls, and I just think that's a nice little touch that makes the whole bag feel a little bit more premium. So really nice zipper pulls. They're super easy to grab and rip open. So yeah, I really enjoy the zipper pulls. And speaking of the zipper pulls, the zippers are of course also really nice. So you've got YKK zippers. Some of these have like a water seal on it. So like this one on the front has a water seal. The one to your laptop has a water seal. And all of the zippers, just whether or not they do have a water seal, they're just super nice to use. They're YKK zippers. When you hear that YKK name, you just know that it means quality. And this is no exception. The zippers are just super easy to rip open, and I love them, honestly. You can't go wrong with YKK zippers. They're not the be-all and end-all, but they are a solid mark of quality in my opinion. So let's go ahead and talk about lining real quick. So again, you guys know, again, I have to mention it every time, but you know how much I freak about lining. And lining is super important, in my opinion, to the durability of the bag and just the overall usability of the bag. So I'm happy to say that the lining in this pack is really nice. So let's take a look at this part of the bag. Let me see if I can get a better angle. So this lining feels very sturdy. It's kind of thick, honestly. It does feel pretty thick, but not in a bad way. It's going to be kind of soft, but it has a bit of a synthetic feel to it. So it's not like I don't think it's like a cotton or something. So it feels a little synthetic. But what I also really like about it is it uses this gray color, which makes visibility easy. Now they could have gone for a bit of a lighter gray, but I think that this kind of falls in line with their branding and their whole design philosophy. This gray color is good enough. They could have gone with a lighter gray to help with visibility a bit, but I think this gray color is good. It's solid. I don't want to nitpick too hard. But also the lining feels super durable and super sturdy, and it doesn't feel like things are getting punctured or ripped or anything like that. So good job, Aer. Really like the lining on this bag. Actually, while I go ahead and have this bag open, I do want to talk about the usability of the bag. So this is going to be a clamshell bag, of course, as you can tell by it being in its open state. And I will say usability is solid. It's easy to access and organize because you have this clamshell opening. So one thing I will say is I don't quite like how this quick access pocket kind of, let me see if I can show you guys that. I don't quite like how this quick access pocket sort of, I guess, eats into the main capacity. I don't really like that much, but we'll probably talk about that and things that I don't like. But yeah, so the clamshell opening of this bag makes it super easy to organize. It makes it super easy to see what you've got in here if you do have it open up all the way. So it makes packing and actually accessing your gear easy. As for usability, in my use case as someone who uses this for school, for college, and also for work, I will say that it's been good, honestly. It's been very easy to access. I haven't had any problems. I usually find that with college and for like school bags, usually like having a half zip or like a quarter zip type of situation helps because it keeps your stuff from falling out. But if you just, you know how to use your bag and you know how to kind of access it, you can kind of, open things halfway. So very rarely do I actually ever open this all the way clamshell. Most of the time, what I do, let me see if I can show this on camera, I'll just open up halfway and then grab what I need. So it's kind of nice that the bag is built to open clamshell, but you can also open it like a quarter of the way, you can open it halfway, just so you don't want all of your things kind of spilling out of the bag. So from a usability standpoint, the clamshell opening is solid. And it makes the bag super easy to access. And I also like how I can open it halfway or I can open it a quarter of the way to access my stuff. Another cool thing about this bag is you just have a lot of external access options. So let's just go over them real quick. So you've got your front zipper right here. This is like that slip pocket that's kind of flat but has a little bit of dimension in it. You've also got your admin compartment right here. You've got your quick access compartment right here. And you've got this pocket right here on the side that's more vertical outside. Of course, you've got your water bottle pocket, and if you want to count the laptop compartment as external access, you can if you want to. But there is a lot of external access on this bag, and that's awesome. I really like that. It makes it super easy for you to access the things that you need quick access to, hence the name Quick Access. So yeah, that's super important, especially if you're traveling or if you need to access your items quickly. I feel like I'm repeating myself a bit. It's kind of good to have those external access options to be able to get to your things without opening the whole entire bag. That's super nice. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what I don't like. And there's not much on this bag. This is a really solid pack. One of the things that I don't want to say I don't like, but I should say that I'm more concerned about is the webbing here. So the webbing, let me see if I can show this. The webbing seems really thin, and I'm actually kind of worried about this from a longevity standpoint. I almost wish that they went with a longer or like a wider webbing to prevent the webbing from stretching out, to prevent it from ripping or anything like that. Again, maybe they thought this through. This is just something that I noticed right when I picked up the bag. I was like, wow, this is kind of thin. I hope that this doesn't break. It hasn't, And I want to emphasize that this is more of a concern rather than something that I don't like. I'm just concerned about the longevity of the webbing right here. So that's one thing that I'm just concerned about. Maybe I could be wrong, but it just seems a little bit thin, especially for a bag. I think this is what, 25 liters? Let me check. This is 24 liters. So you can fill up this bag pretty heavily, and I'm just a little bit concerned about all that weight being on this little strap right here. So that's just one thing I'm concerned about. You guys heard me mention the admin compartment and how I wish the organization could be better, and it's true. I feel like the organization is super minimal, and that might sound contradictory because if you've watched my previous videos, you know that like I like minimal organization. I think the thing that I don't quite like about this admin compartment is that it's weird, honestly. So you only have this one slip pocket right here, and then you have this entire pocket, which is just all one thing. So I just keep my ID in here. But this is just all one long pocket. And it's divided by this elastic, but really it's just one long pocket. So I just find that a little bit weird. I almost would have preferred if they just kept this, like either removed the organization or went a little bit more all out with the organization, kind of like the triple aught design Axiom 24. That had that's probably the best admin compartment out there. But I just feel like this one, I don't know. I feel like it's this weird in between where there's only these two pockets here, and it feels kind of weird. I would prefer if they went more all out with the organization just in this pocket, or if they went a little bit more minimal and just got rid of it, or maybe just had this one pocket without the slip pocket. Maybe that's me being a little bit nitpicky. I'd like to know what you guys think, maybe if you already have this bag. But yeah, I just thought that was a little weird. So the other thing about this bag is that large and flat objects that are towards the back of the main compartment can be kind of hard to get to. So you might have heard me mention that I keep a folder back here, all the way in the back of this pocket. And even getting to like this notebook right here, getting to this binder right here, can be a little difficult to get to without opening the entire bag up. And what makes that worse is the fact that this little, this is the quick access pocket that's on the top. What makes it worse is that this bleeds into the compartment. So you kind of have to lift that up in order to get to your things. I don't like that. I don't quite like, and we'll talk more about this, but I just don't like how hard it is to get to the larger and flatter objects that are towards the back of the bag. So that's kind of marks it, I guess that's a mark against it being kind of good for school and stuff like that, because if you are loading textbooks, notebooks, binders, folders, and stuff like that, it can be hard to get to. So just keep that in mind if you are using this for school or if you carry those kind of things. And, you know, while we're here, I might as well just continue talking about it, but I think this is something that over time, over like the 2 months that I've been using this bag, one thing that I really, really dislike about it is I just really don't like how this compartment, this quick access compartment bleeds into the main compartment. I just don't like that. I really feel like there could have been a better way of doing that. And it's just, for me, not only is it ugly, but it also obstructs my access of the interior of the bag. I really just, this is probably the most frustrating thing about this bag. Other than that, it's super solid. And of course, like the pocket itself is fine. I just don't like how it bleeds into this main compartment. That's a little frustrating to me. So those are a few things that I don't really like about the bag. Other than that, material choice is fantastic. The stitching and the quality of the craftsmanship is great. The design overall is very good, except for those few things that I don't like. So this is an overall solid bag. So I've really been enjoying using the Aer City Pack Pro for the past few months. It's a bag that has a lot of pros with very few cons, and its design is very subtle. So for folks who are looking for a solid, fantastic everyday carry bag that's capable of maybe some light weekend travel, I think this is not a bad choice at all. If you're an enthusiast who collects bags or likes bags, or let's say you just like to have a ton of different bags for each situation, I think you might find yourself a little bit bored with the subtleties of this pack. It's kind of so good that it's a little bit unremarkable in a way. However, it's still a fantastic bag, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you might just be a little bit bored and kind of wish that you might have gotten something a little bit more exciting or a little bit more innovative. However, if you're not like a crazy person like me or some of the other people on the internet who like to freak out about backpacks, this is a solid, fantastic choice. It's so freaking good, and I think the only thing that's a little bit annoying is just the fact that the quick access compartment bleeds into the main compartment. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I would appreciate it if you gave it a like, and if you really loved it, then maybe consider subscribing. Guys, if you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Instagram at MorrowGhost. I'll go ahead and leave that link down in the description below. I'll also leave the link to this bag down below in the description. I don't think I have an affiliate link for this one, so it's just a regular link. It should be, at least. But again, if it's not one, I'll of course leave that disclaimer down in the description below. But yeah, guys, follow me on Instagram if you'd like. I'll leave that in the description. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. I have been MorrowGhost, and I'll haunt you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Here we go.